What is good, everybody? This is your boy DbKicks, and we are back with another sneaker video, another sneaker pickup. As you guys can see at the thumbnail in the back right here, I got a pair of Dunks. Before we get into today's review, man, if you guys are new here to the channel, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. If you see something you like, man, flip through some playlists. I got Fear of God playlist, Nike SB, Dunks, Jordans, New Balance. I got all types of stuff, man. So find something that might suit you. And, you know, if you like it, hit the subscribe button or drop a comment. It's all good, man. I appreciate anybody that comes through and takes their time to actually watch the video. So I definitely appreciate that. I did get these on Nike Sneakers app last week. I've got this pair, and my wife actually got the Photon Dust. So I just got to get that review out as well. I haven't even had time to shoot it. A lot of pickups lately, man. A lot of pickups. I've been really blessed with pickups this year. I've been able to pick up a lot of heat that I want. There's maybe 2 or 3 that I missed that I'm going to go back for. But overall, I cannot really complain. And I've said it a lot on the channel recently. I said, you know, you got to take the sneakers app for what it is. You can't expect it. You can't act like they owe you something. Just, it's a lottery, bro. Put your raffle in, and people were like, people DM me and ask me, how are you copping these? How are you getting these shoes? And I'm just like, bro, I'm putting in my raffles. I'm putting in my footwork. Pair of women's Dunks, man. I don't even want to talk about the box too much, man. It's a red and white sportswear box, but the color is Sail Crimson Tint and Barely Green. So you guys see that label right there. Yeah, man, I was actually, yeah, nothing else in the box. So if y'all are picking these up on the aftermarket. And speaking of aftermarket, I checked prices for these this morning because I know people like to hear that type of thing. These are actually very cheap on the aftermarket. Like, they're like $130, so good price. We'll get more to that. We'll talk about my thoughts on the shoe, all that kind of stuff, man. So here it is. This is the Nike Dunk Low, the Barely Green colorway. Now this is a women's colorway. Doesn't matter. I mean, women's shoe, men's shoe, we're all wearing each other's shoes at this point. Doesn't really matter, so I don't care. But so for off first impressions, when I did see these online, I did really like the colorway. I had no idea they were dropping, so I just put in, we all do it. We put in for the most part for a lot of these Dunks or whatever we can try to get our hands on. So I ended up putting in on these, and I got the W. So I wasn't sure beforehand it wasn't gonna keep these, or was I not. I definitely was feeling the colorway, but I was kind of worried if it was going to be too feminine. But hopefully the camera picks up the true color. Maybe it'll come up better in the B-roll. But it's just a Nike Dunk Low. Nothing special, nothing different. You have that crimson tint, pink swoosh. I love, that's what sold it. When my wife said, hey, you have a pair of Nike shorts that go perfect with that, I said, okay, yeah, I'm keeping these. So a crimson tint swoosh with hits of cream, which is Sail, and the Barely Green. The Barely Green, I describe that as like a mint green. It's a nice shade of green, and I really like how on the heel of the shoe they kept the stitching all one color in that Barely Green. You have Sail and more Barely Green right there. The tongue of the shoe, you've got crimson tint on the tongue as well, on top of a white tongue tag, a nylon tongue with the Nike Dunk laces that they have been giving us this year. Kind of like got the speckling type look to it. And as I'm looking at it right now in the camera, these look extremely clean. I like these a lot. Midsole all white. Outsole of the shoe is also Barely Green. There's nothing much to really say as far as like the details and stuff like that, man. One thing I did like about this shoe that they did switch up, the lace tips of the shoe are actually crimson tint, so that's very dope. Insole is typical insole, white insole, and it does have more of that crimson tint as well. Both shoes are the same. Now as far as like any glue stains, I know people like to hear that stuff. The quality of these is actually really good. These in the Photon Dust are like right along the lines of like the same quality. If I remember correctly, the leather on these, if I remember correctly to the touch, the leather on this Barely Green colorway is softer than the black and white. The shape looks good. Everything looks good on this shoe. I like this shoe because I think it's just a summer vibe. Whether you think it should be for men or not, or for women. It doesn't really matter. We're all wearing women's sneakers. Alma Years are women's sneakers. It doesn't matter. I've been buying women's Jordans and stuff like that for forever. So I don't really care. If the colorway is right, the colorway is right, man. And these just look really, really good, man. My wife was kind of mad at me that I didn't put in her size, but she had just got the Fold On Dust ones. And I just didn't think she was checking for these, or I didn't really think it was her type of color. I didn't think it was really my type of color as well. But getting them in hand and seeing like some clothes that I had to go with it, these I'm sold. I really, really like these for the summer. Only thing is I gotta find some shirts to go with them, because I have 0 shirts that go with this shoe, unless I just wear a white tee or something like that. And for $100, if you can get a dunk at retail for $100 and a different colorway, you can't really mess dunks up really. Nike is flooding the market with dunks, but as far as other than that, you can't really mess them up. You can't really go wrong with the colorway. Again, that Arctic orange, that kind of like, on camera it might look pink, but it's really not pink like that. It's like a crimson tint swoosh, or the same color as the Arctic orange Nike woven shorts, which you should definitely check that video out. I'm gonna link it up here somewhere, and you know, put it together. Actually, let me grab the shorts. So yeah, to give you guys a better visual, that's the color. Here it is together. That's, man, that's just a fit. That's a dope look. So I had to keep a pair of these dunks in my collection. So I've gotten 3 dunks this year for retail, not including SB. So just keep trying, man. Keep trying to get these dunks, and just don't give up unless you're tired of buying shoes. But let's talk about the fit, the on foot, all that good stuff. So you guys see I do have these on foot, and as far as the fit, in my opinion, just like any other Nike dunk, they fit true to size to me. So this is a women's shoe. So for all the guys out there that might be trying to get these and you want to know how to convert your size, I'm a men's 8, so that means I get a women's 9.5. So that means I go a size and a half up, and you're good to go from there. That goes over the sizing. Again, I think these look really, really clean on foot. I like these. This is just a summer vibe. I've got essential shorts that actually go perfect with these. So what dunk are you guys looking forward to in the future? And comment down below. Also, let me know what you guys think about this pair right here, the Nike Dunk Barely Green. And I appreciate all the support. I appreciate you guys for tuning into the channel, rocking with your boy DbKicks. Don't forget to follow me over at DB_Kicks if you want to see some outfits. I always unbox my pickups on Instagram before it goes to YouTube, so you guys can have an idea in the future of what I'm gonna be putting out as far as content. I unboxed the P-Rods there before, so people knew I had the P-Rod video coming and they were waiting for it, so I appreciate that. But again, thank you guys for watching, man. Greatly appreciate it. We're working, grinding every single day. Your boy DbKicks almost fumbled the shoe, the Nike Dunk Barely Green, and your boy is out.